So, should I do it?
He's got it, that out of the way.
And I don't think we weren't planning to have him online with us, but hoping that he's safe down there and enjoying his 1 year tour of duty. At least it's in the United States. That's all I can say. But he put in TJ for a Patriot Award. And in fact, I'm just going to present it to him now. It's the Office of Secretary of Defense, Lawyer Support, the Guard and Reserve, recognized TJ Martin, 3D Specialties, as a Patriot employer. And TJ, I just want to thank you for all the support that you give to the Guard. And
Thank you.
appreciate it. You know, ESGR, it's always said we couldn't do what we do. I mean, what we do is go out and present the awards. It's the employer and the service member that come together, and the support that we can get from the employer, that's what does it, you know. And we only get 1% of our military people in the population in the military nowadays. Not like it was back in the old time, but and they're struggling now with recruiting and everything else. But I'm just proud to be here. Been out here a number of times to have some fences built, but that's another one. So, but it's nice to be with you too. And we thank you, TJ, for being a great employer and supervisor to Jesse. So right now I'm going to call on our Vice Chair, Rob Keller. This picture is so small here, Rob, but I can see you. We can't hear you.
You're on mute.
Yeah, okay.
There you go.
Okay, is it TJ or CJ?
TJ.
TJ, okay. Well, first of all, thanks 3D Specialties for the company that allows people like Jesse to, you know, work there and be comfortable with it. And when time calls for Jesse to leave and go off to wherever the Guard and Reserve go off to, it's really important because North Dakota is a very patriotic state. And we just realized that, in fact, when the Gulf War started, the first war started, everyone knew someone who was deployed. And it was just, you know, just a really great show of endorsement when they left and they were sent off by communities, cities, counties. And the same way with our individual deployments now as well, too. And what 3D Specialties is there. TJ, Jesse thought enough of you as a supervisor to put you in for this award. So, and I haven't read the actual narrative on it, but I'm sure that it's very proud of what you're doing and how you're taking care of him. I don't know if Jesse's married, but being able to take care of his family while he's deployed, I mean, that's what we do in North Dakota. And it's just a kind of a mantra for here as well, too. And so I just want to thank 3D and the commitment that you have to veterans, also to Guard and Reserve who are currently serving. I just want to, you know, I'm very familiar with 3D Specialties. With, you know, you have these locations in North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Montana, if I believe. Been around since 1978. You're almost as old as ESGR, not quite. We're celebrating our 51st anniversary. But the thing about, one of the things when I looked at your customer, your quality, your vision, and you provide quality products and by giving customers superior service. And that's, this is part of that superior service when you're giving Jesse the chance to leave and have him not feel uncomfortable leaving, doing what he does. And I'm familiar with that customer service. I think one of your company is Dakota Fence, right? They put in my fence a couple years ago, had some issues, and as soon as it thawed out, they came out right away and fixed it. And I'm just, you know, I really the quality service and the customer service were very paramount too. And Mr. Johnson there was a great ambassador for ESGR and being out there. But I just want to say thank you for your service as well, because you serve alongside Jesse. Do you have any other folks that are in the Guard and Reserve within the company?
I don't
That you're aware of?
we do right now, but we certainly welcome them and appreciate your service.
Absolutely.
Good. Good. Well, that's great. And on behalf of the entire team with the North Dakota ESGR, thank you for your service as well. And I'll turn it back over to you, Mr. Johnson, or if we want to go around, why don't we start out with General Cincinnati? If you unmute, sir.
Thank you. Thank you to 3D Specialties and TJ. We really appreciate your support. When I served as the Adjutant General, my job was to take care of our soldiers, our airmen, families, and their employers. And what we asked of employers was to provide the support that they could for their employee that was also, our soldier, our airman. And 3D Specialties is a great example of an employer that provides that support, that recognizes how important it is to have the Guard and Reserve as a part of the defense of our nation. And we really, appreciate everything you do to help us be successful in carrying out our mission. So, this morning, I just say thank you. I really appreciate what you've done in the past. And from what you've said this morning, I know you're going to continue to provide that support in the future. Thank you.
Yeah. Mr. Steele, are you still there?
I'm still here. Can you hear me okay? It's
Yeah.
kind of raining my roof here a little bit in my pickup, so sitting here at the Park Air Museum. But anyway, it's hard for me to add much more to what Rob has said and what General Spry has said. But you may not realize it, but the thing I'll add is you may not realize it, but your organization and when you support your soldiers and airmen and anybody that's serving in the Guard that's an employee of yours, I hope you realize what an important part in our nation's defense that you play. And that's recognized up and down the chain of command. These just aren't little awards. These get recognized, organizations that really support our Guard and Reserve members. And, without support of employers, our nation cannot carry out its mission of securing our borders, going wherever our soldiers and service members need to go. And so please, I hope you do realize, and I think, and I'm obviously positive, I know that you do, but just thank you for what you do to support our nation's defense. And thank you, and wish I could have made it into town a few minutes earlier to show up there. But anyway, good luck and thanks for what you do. And thanks, Dave and Rob and Spry and Paul and Jeanette as well for being on the call today. So anyway, I'll turn it back to you. I always call him Admiral Johnston. He was in the Navy. So
Thank you. How about Paul Bonicelli? He's still there?
Yes, I am, Dave. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Oh, well, I apologize for that. I'll have to keep it the way it is, or I'm certain I will, out of ignorance, disconnect. So let me hang in there.
Okay.
Always, it's a priority for me to be part of Patriot Award. So much so, I'm in Georgia right now in the Northern Mountains with the magic of Zoom, like the rest of the volunteers are doing also, to be with you folks at this time. And the Patriot Award certainly reflects the efforts made to support the citizens warrior through a wide range of measures, including flexible scheduling. And nobody thinks about a lot of times, but our service members certainly do. Flexible schedules, time off prior or after deployment, caring for families and granting leaves of absence if it is needed. And your help towards our citizen soldier is very much appreciated. I thank you for allowing me to be part of your group, and take care. Onward.
Thank you, Paul. Good to hear from you. Thank you. Jeanette, put some good words, and thank you so much for putting this together. I felt I could be a little more organized, but it's helped. We've got some help right here with these two young men. We'll do a signing of a statement of support. You can do that.
I'm gonna defer that to DJ. I think he's the one that got it, and he's Jesse's immediate report. So yeah.
So we're gonna have them sign the statement of support, and I got a frame. Thank you, Jeanette. We'll have them leave that here and put that in there. While you're doing that, it's always good to have a picture, so gotta do that. Okay, well, good. And then I think we'll go out front with some pictures. There's some 3D special signs out there or something. Yeah, so we
In
do
front of
that.
the building.
Yeah. And then we'll continue with some photos outside and some statements. So Rob, you can, I'll get some more information to you. And thank you all. I got 5 more to do, guys, so stick around. They're coming soon. One's on November 27th in Mayville, so let's hope the weather stays like it is. That's all I can say.
Dakota Fence and 3D Specialties appreciates everything that you guys do as well. So thank you very much for
Thank you.
helping make this possible and involving us.
And some words from T. Sir, come on. You have my some words.
Well, I haven't really quite thought about it, but I'm honored to accept this award, and I'll have some more words for Jesse to show my appreciation. I wouldn't have thought twice about helping him out, so
No, that's good.
I
That's what we like to hear.
I appreciate the recognition, but it was not necessary.
Oh, right, he's proud to do that for you, so.
He is a fantastic employee, and yes, he is respectful of his employer, and so we like to return that same respect.
Thank you.
He's gonna be missed over the next
Yeah.
year.
He will be missed.
That concludes our presentation. I know that these 2 gentlemen are busy. In fact, you got a phone call just before we started, so thank you all. Good to see everybody, and I'll see you again a few more times this month, I guess. So take care.
Thank you all.
Take care. Good job, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take care.
I'll leave this here.